A little earlier, we met Greg and his vast collection of, well, stuff. Now, thankfully, we've taken control of the situation and are halfway through decluttering this room.
Family, rubbish, and family, yeah.
We're getting to the fleshy bit here, folks. All the stuff is coming out. You're having to be really disciplined, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
More hats.
Oh.
There is just so much to sort through, and our resident treasure hunter, Greenie, reckons there's plenty of things he can turn into cash. You have had some fun. What a little booty. You know, a few surprises. I would never have picked that from you. You think that's a treasure?
Well, I think it is a treasure because all day long I can get 40 bucks for those. We've made a great haul today.
How are we going to sell this lot?
It's going to be great getting this stuff up online. Price it keenly and get Greg a big wedge of cash.
Well, fingers crossed to that, so good luck. I got to keep going here. As you can see, there's a bit of work to be done. See you, Greenie.
See ya.
Well, not long to go now before the finishing touches. And remember that old fire extinguisher we found? This old fire extinguisher would make the most fabulous lamp, and the easiest way that I can think of to convert it is to take an ordinary standard shop-bought lamp and just use some construction adhesive to stick it to the top. That's an easy addition. Now for the shade, you want something that ties in perfectly. You can buy one, you probably won't find one in the shop, so why not make one yourself? Just take a lampshade wire, just add a little dab of hot glue, and then take some ribbon and wrap it all the way around. And keep going until you reach the end and glue it in place. Sit that on top, polish up the plate. This is what I call red-hot statement lighting.
Earlier, we found some real gold at Sue and Greg's place. Now it's time to clean it up and sell it. And when you're selling online, it's important for your stuff to stand out. I've got some tips on how you can turn stuff like this into cash. I can't stress enough the importance of a few good photos. The trick is to set up a bit of fabric as a backdrop and make sure it's well lit, so the item really stands out. Just look at the difference. And take photos from every angle. Remember to zoom in on any special features, brands or labels that add value. They say a picture says 1,000 words. A fixed price site like Gumtree is great for selling stuff like this. Make sure that you post your items under the category that best describes them. I'm putting the scales under antiques and collectibles. And don't overinflate the price.
Finding fresh ways to shelve your books can be a bit of a challenge, so how about turning your books into shelves? All you need to do is just start with a fairly large book, one you're not too precious about, and just grab a metal bracket from the hardware. Now open out the book and, using your drill and a couple of screws, just drill it through the pages. Now just use some PVA glue and secure that back cover so it closes up. Now that becomes your shelf and all of your favourite novels get stacked on top. And that is magic. It's very exciting because the shelves are ready to go on the wall. Now I decided to stick with the original finish. I think it kind of gives it rustic appeal. Now the real bonus of having a backing board is it means that to fix it to the wall, all we have to do is locate 2 studs and the whole thing will go up in one. Otherwise, we'd have to attach each drawer and shelf individually. What a pain, it would take too long. Okay, we good? Woohoo! Stacking shelves like this is a bit of a decorator's trick. It helps to draw your eye up. And the addition of metallic stripes like this gives the illusion of more height to the room. Doesn't this look fantastic? And by the way, this beautiful colour is called tempered bronze and will tie in with Greg's collections perfectly. We are so very near the finishing line, so it's time to get everything back in the room. Well, maybe not quite everything. The little golden books, they still remain always a treasured favourite. Then it's just a few other select pieces, some of Greg's real favourites. And of course, a rug is an affordable way to give a fresh new look to a tired old floor. So if you're like Greg and a real collector and things are starting to crowd in on you, don't worry about it. You can put certain pieces away, get out your favourites, put them on display. That way you can enjoy them as they're meant to be. Every now and then you can rotate your collection. I think it looks pretty fabulous in here, so let's see what Greg thinks.
Wow. Strength.
Can you recognise all your stuff?
Yeah,
You're in shock, aren't you?
I am indeed, because it's nothing like it was before, is it?
No, you remember that we were about waist high. There's a selection of all of your beautiful things, and now I do truly understand what you said, that it is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
You've
Yeah.
got all of this beautiful stuff that we just couldn't appreciate before because you couldn't see it in here. And how about your fire extinguisher? Do you love that?
Wow, eh?
That's the snazziest lamp in town, and it works.
It works too.
It does,
Yeah.
it does. That is a pretty successful result. It's all fabulous. It's all good treasure.
Thank you.
Just a quick update on how things are selling for Greg online. Well, so far we have made him over $800. We sold those old scales, even that fantastic old desk. But as you know, he had a lot of stuff. So if you're keen to check out what's still for sale, check out Gumtree.